Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Fairy Friday. Margaret Sample coming to you live from the beautiful Niagara region of Ontario in Canada. And I always like to say when I start these things, if you are seeing today's video, whether you're watching it live or whether you're seeing it on replay, either here on Facebook or on my YouTube channel, Spirited Insight, that is because this message is meant for you. So that's how it works. And no matter when you're seeing this message, it is meant for you to see at this moment in time. Okay, that's one thing I like to say. Hey, good morning, Leah. The other thing is sometimes I see comments and sometimes I don't. So if I see them, I like to say hello, but I always look for them afterwards. So thanks for saying hi, Leah. And also, I love those little thumbs up and hearts that you guys send and the comments. They just make me happy. Um, so think that's what I need to say before I get started. And I bring you messages from the fairy folk using Brian Froud's beautiful fairies oracle deck. And let's, oh, somebody asked me, why do you sometimes blow on the cards before you start? It's just clearing the energy. That's how I clear the energy to restart, just like that, with intention. So let's see who's going to come forward with this week's message. Ah, oh, I love her. Spirit Dancer. Oh, the fairies have such a sense of humor. I'm hearing in my head. I'm your spirit dancer. The rest of the song doesn't really apply. However, that's just to make us grin sometimes. Fairies do have such senses of humor. And Spirit Dancer is one of the fairy guides and guardians. So these fairies help us to develop our own special gifts and talents and our own inner magic. They they always help us with a sense of humor, so no wonder I'm hearing Spirit Dancer. Oh, I just changed keys. Um, anyway, and they they help us to live harmoniously with nature. Okay, as all fairies are so nature connected, right? They also tend to, if we're feeling a little bit pompous or self satisfied, they'll kind of pop that bubble of pomposity so that we go, oh yeah, don't take myself so seriously. Okay. So, oh, I love her. Look at her. That that movement that you can sort of see in the painting. So, Spirit Dancer is about self-expression, freedom, exploration, creativity, right? And self-expression has two parts, at least, but let's say two parts for today. One is we get those inner visions, feelings, creative urges, and then we get that out of ourselves and into the world through art. Whatever form that takes, whether it's a song, a poem, a painting, uh, something that you create, pottery, knitting, Leah. But there's all sorts of different ways that we can put those creative impulses out there, right? So that's kind of the first part, getting the impulse and putting it out there. And then our creativity and our creative expressions are reflected back to us from the mirror of other people's perceptions. And then we discover what our art awakens in them. So if you remember in high school, for example, you're reading a poem and studying poetry, right? And it, somebody says something about the poem, and it never occurred to you that it was like that. And you know you run across interviews with artists or poets, and they're always there's often that level of, oh, well, I hadn't considered that when I created it, but yes, it's there. I just, it's so neat. There's always levels and layers, right? So for ourselves, we tend to learn how to grow and to lead more satisfying lives when we find and have ways to express our inner world. Because creative expression helps us to understand and to process and to explore our own truth and bring it to light. Sometimes we're uncovering pain and helping it to heal. Sometimes we're uncovering joy and finding ways to share that. And she is all about helping us to do that. She wants us to explore, to experiment, to express, and please don't worry about being perfect. Perfection is the death for Spirit Dancer. It's like, why do you have to be perfect? You do not have to be perfect. Just do it for fun, for joy, for exploration, right? The other thing about creative expression is that it's a way of sharing ourselves and letting others see more of our true selves. And we we always sort of hope that when we share something very tentatively, maybe with others, that somehow it will resonate with them in some way. And sometimes our art will then also add to their experience of life, of whatever the issue is that you're dealing with within your art. So it's like whenever we're brave enough to share our creativity, it will nurture us. Somehow it will nurture us. And then when we get back positive feedback, it underscores it, and we gain and grow more, and we're happier. Like, it's just such a great feeling. Spirit Dancer encourages you to take creative actions from your place of personal power. Okay, to find the inner core of your true feelings and understanding. And it's not always easy to get there, but the thing is, it's all about having fun with it and just being in the moment and not worrying about being perfect. It was so funny today on my Facebook feed. Somebody, maybe my cousin, had posted, the part of the movie where Hugh Grant does the really bad dancing, jump, da 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 dum, jump, 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 whatever, and he's prime minister. I think it's Love Actually, and he's doing that really bad dancing, and down the stairs, and but he's so in the moment. Hey Marie, yes, you do share your art with me, and it's made me so happy. I have it. I'm going to show you guys right here because I love it. It's supposed to be in my garden, but it stays. It comes back inside all winter. Fairies live here. Marie made this for me. So yes. So now you've also shared it with everybody else. Um, anyhow, so it's not about being good at something. It's about loving it. And what's interesting is the corollary is quite often when we love something and we do it more and more and more, guess what? We get better. We get better. Or it takes us in another direction, and then, wow, that's where I'm really good. Good. But if you're coming from your heart and from your soul and from your gut, it's like, woohoo, that's what it's all about. It's like, they say dance as though no one is watching. I like dance like you're a 2-year-old and you don't give a hoot. Because, or, a woman in your 50s or 40s, 50s, 60s, we really don't care so much anymore, right? As we get older, we have that wisdom to go, I am me, and this is how I want to express myself. Woohoo, just be joyful. She wants to help you find that creative potential that's in there, and then it's sometimes hidden, sometimes hidden by confusion, chaos, whatever. But she wants to help you bring that to light and turn it into art of some kind, whatever speaks to you. She wants to help you to learn how to dance with the fairies. And honestly, the fairies don't give a fig how you dance as long as you're dancing. Just dance. Just dance. I hope you dance. There's songs and songs and songs coming in this morning. They are feeling very musical. So now, with her coming forward, now is the time to focus and really concentrate on a project or a process that you've been tickling about in your brain, especially if it involves creativity. And of course, all projects involve creativity, really, some way or another they do. Right now, you've got to go for sort of some spontaneity based, balanced, I want to say, balanced by self-discipline. And that helps us to achieve any goals that we start to set for ourselves. I want to write a book. Oh, I can't write a book, but I can write 3 lines. I can write 3 sentences. And then if you start that discipline of writing 3 sentences every day, well, eventually it might turn into 3 pages every day, and 3 pages every day can turn into a book. Okay, that's spontaneity balanced with the self-discipline. When you're doing this kind of stuff, go for simplicity. Go for truth and simplicity. That's what resonates with people, right? So it's time to, with her coming forward, it's time to bring out and share with others those qualities that we've been nurturing in private. If you're ignoring Spirit Dancer, you're going, no, no, la, 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 I don't see you, I don't hear you. If you're ignoring her, you may feel or find that you can't express yourself the way you would like to. You might be feeling angry or driven, or you might be feeling more like destroying than creating. You also just might feel like you've got artist's block. Nothing's there, nothing's there, right? And the cure for this, any of that, is to just create. Even if it's trite, even if it's trivial, or not the level of achievement or that we want or expect from ourselves, just do it. We're so self-judgmental. I have a friend who is a wonderful artist, but she doesn't credit herself with being an artist. And if you're watching this today, you know who you are. And her art makes me happy when I see it. It's joyful. It's meant, right? And it makes it just every day, like just do a little bit. And the other thing is when you're feeling like there's nothing's coming out, nothing's coming out artistically, prime the pump, because you can't create from a vacuum, right? Look at some art books, or read some poetry, or watch some dance, or play with some drums, whatever it is. Just prime your pump a little bit. And then what happens is you start to get those waters of creativity, emotion, and inspirations flowing freely. We can freeze up, and you can chip away at it, or you can warm it up. In any case, let it melt and flow. I had terrible writer's block. And so about a year and a half ago, I started writing a haiku every night. I wasn't judged. Nobody was seeing them except me. And I was like, I can't write. And I am a writer, but I can't write. But I can write 3 lines, 5, 7, 5. I could do that. And you know what? I went through a bunch of them this past week and put them together into long poems by theme and submitted them to my writers group. And they're like, whoa, you got to find a place to publish these. Doesn't that make my heart sing? So one of my friends says, oh, those are really lovely. You just keep doing those. And that's great too. because that's what it's all about. It's about doing it for yourself and then maybe sharing and maybe getting some awesome feedback or not. Doesn't matter. Dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. When you get the chance to sit it out or dance, dance. And she is here to say, come on, folks. Seize the moment and dance, 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 dance. Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to about her. I have, where is it? Oh, I have one more thing I have to show you today. It's like show and tell in Margaret's office. My friend Sam Black, some of you will know her. She's a psychic, etc. She has been making little fairy houses. And she gifted me with this one. And I think they're so cool. So literally it arrived last night and I haven't even found a place for it yet. But I think they're so cool with the little um, plastic crystals there for windows. They're just so cool. Love them. Love it, love it, love it. And I'm sure you can Google her, Sam Black, and if you're interested. And that song has been going through my head for the last month, Leah said. I'm thinking it's if you get the chance to sit it out or dance, I hope you'll dance. I hope you dance, right? Yay! And you know what that's urging you to do. So please do. Of course, Christmas present time is coming. Yes, I have gift certificates on my website. There's a little special. I've also got new people joining my Spirited Insight Hive, which, what a great gift that would be to gift someone with that for a year. Oh, that just popped into my head. Woohoo! Anyway, or bracelets. And if you would like bracelets, I have a bunch that are not up on the website because that's just how it is. Anyway, my darlings, and the other thing is, really this season, give a little bit of your heart. And I'd much rather that you write someone a poem or knit them a scarf or sing them a song or dance them a dance than buy something from me. Of course, you can always buy something from me. I love that too. But it's about your heart, right? It's about just being and dancing. All right. Happy Fairy Friday. If you want to know more about me and my work, www.margaretsample.com, and enjoy this day, this week, this month. Be well. Love you, Dwell. Bye.